Here we are, I'm back, and I got myself a mic, so ready to go on location and show you some more stuff. And today we're in the kitchen, and the brand new kitchen, show you more about what we did here in another video. But what I wanted to focus on today is this iPad mount. I'm not gonna lie, I did not install this myself. I had the contractors who worked on the kitchen do this. This mount was like $300. Maybe there's cheaper alternatives. I had a really difficult time finding one. It's really nice. It's built into the wall. They had to do um, the work of putting the drywall in front of it. Probably something good to figure it out, but I wanted to look nice, and since they were here doing the kitchen, figured they could do it for me. I'm going to show you how I'm going to set up the iPad and make it a family dashboard. The other thing we're going to do eventually, probably tonight, is put these little felt bulletin boards up around the iPad. The first thing is a little bit tricky, the way that this kind of gets thrown in here. These are magnets. Unfortunately, this doesn't charge the iPad, but they did run a wire USB-C cable from here down to under the cabinet where it plugs in, so it can stay powered 100% of the time. Definitely recommend that because it's definitely not easy to get in and out of here. We'll see here in a second. Actually, it's a lot easier than last time. And there we have it. I'm going to show you a couple quick tips on what I do like to get the iPad set up, and then we're going to go set up the dashboard, show you some of the things. I actually have no idea what I'm going to add, so together we're going to figure that out. First thing I'm going to do here is a couple settings that I like to make sure are turned on and set up. The first one is going to be under display and brightness. I want to make sure this never turns off and it stays ready to go at all times. It's kind of annoying if I have to come over here and type the password anytime I'm going to do something. So now this will stay on all the time. Since it's charging, it'll be fine. The other thing that I've noticed is kind of a pain when you have a dashboard like this is just make sure all your notifications are turned off. So just go into here, all your apps, just make sure that allow notifications is turned off. The reason I do it this way, there's a couple ways to do this. The con here is that every time you install a new app, you have to make sure you don't allow in notifications. The reason I do this versus just turning it on focus mode, on do not disturb mode, which is something you could do, sometimes it is nice to have an app that has notifications depending on your use case. One thing I can think of is approval to buy content on this is logged in, I'll show you in a second, it's logged in with a family account. But if Apple TV is trying to access this, it needs to send a two-factor to this device. This is the only device logged in with a family account. So if I have do not disturb turned on, it's really a pain because the notification never shows up, and then I have to turn it off and do not disturb and resend the code. So this just allows me to be a little bit more selective with those very few apps that I want notifications to come up for. But 99% of apps, I don't want notifications on a dashboard like this. And you can see I already added one. This is for the Home Assistant dashboard. Home Assistant is what I use to control all the lights and cameras and automations in the house. So I've already set up this dashboard, customized. So yeah, let's go through and add some apps. So like one, for instance, off the top of my head, let me show you also too. Let me show you first the login and how this is kind of set up. So this is logged in with our family account, which is just our family email address. I recommend doing a generic email address, create a new Apple ID, create a new email for your family. You don't have to use the email, but it's just kind of nice. That way, all your settings are unique to this iPad. It is kind of a pain when you need to go and get some shared notes or like a shared password that's part of your account. That's the only, but you can set it up so that you can share. Like I use collaborative notes, so like with the Notes app, I can just share with the family account and then have that information, so I can easily get it back and forth and copy and paste it. I'm just going to go ahead and set this dashboard up, and then show you what it looks like when we're done. One thing I like to do real quick on all of my iPads actually is change these settings so that I don't accidentally add something to my iCloud calendar where I really wanted to add it to my Google Calendar. and vice versa. So for Google, for this account, I'm probably not going to use mail. I'm definitely not going to use notes. I do keep my contacts in Gmail, so I'll keep those turned on. And what I do is come back over here to iCloud, and those two things that I turned on, contacts and calendars. Let's go to in iCloud settings, show all. And then I'll go ahead and turn calendars off, and I'll turn, what was the other one? Contacts off. Delete those. So then that way, when I come to my calendars, I don't have to worry about any sort of iCloud accounts being there. I'm happy with the way this looks right now. I'm probably going to add more, but just to show you what I did so far is I have our calendar here. This has our shared calendar, and I might go through it and tweak some of these calendars. But anyway, that'll show as a widget there. Weather, of course, the music, easily open up Apple Music and play to the HomePods that we have. Our two reminder lists, our main shared family list, and then our grocery list. And then the Samsung Smart Things for our fridge, I still need to add this to I need to add this account, which is the family account. I need to add this to the devices to here, but then once we have that, they should show up here and make it really easy to control those. So we're going to start there. I don't love this widget. I've actually never used this widget before because I've never used anything other than devices, but we'll see how it works once I add some devices. So that's what I'm going to start with, and then I'm going to install this bulletin board, and then family wall will be complete. All right, are we ready for the big reveal? We're all finished. By the way, this is my frame TV. I love it. We have some random Christmas artwork and Christmas tree. All right, here we go. The family wall. I added some of those felt boards that I showed you. Got the iPad in the middle. And the reason we did this is just because we have this nice fridge that, show you that. And we want to just keep that clean as much as possible. So we figured, where are we going to hang stuff that comes in, like Christmas cards and invitations and all of that? Yeah, we have it here on our family wall. Love it.